there everybody, I'm Rosslyn. Welcome to Orkney and welcome to my first full playthrough of The Creature from Miller's Pond. This is a choose your own adventure book from their Bantam-Skylark series. This is a comparatively skinny series of books aimed at young kids, I think age 4 to 8, if I recall rightly. This particular one was written in 1983. And it is number 12 in the Bantam-Skylark series. For some reason this one claims to be a special book fair edition. It looks exactly the same as the other ones I have from this series, with the exception... I can't zoom in without losing focus, but you can see it. The little circle there above the creature saying special book fair edition. That appears to be the only amazing special thing about it. Am I missing something? Was there supposed to be an insert? Other people who got the special book fair edition are... Am I missing something? Please let me know in the comments if I am. Anyway, written by Susan Saunders, and the art, which is really good, is by Ted Enik. I really like all of this vintage art. All of the choose your own adventure 80s art. Absolutely brilliant in my opinion. Like, right away we kick out, we see in this lovely gloopy thing. Looking swampy. That's a creature peeking out of the swamp if you're confused by what your eyes witnessed there. Anyway, we are starting right on with the story, because choose your own adventure books do not have a rule system. I'll say quickly too that I will briefly explain each illustration, but you do not have to be watching the video to enjoy this. It's a branching narrative adventure, so I make full playthroughs of these choose your own adventure books, and each one is a different story each time. It's just a nice time. And with that all out of the way, I'll crack on with the adventure. So, my first playthrough of The Creature from Miller's Pond. Oh, we also get to start with this lovely double-page illustration here. And this is a creek leading to a pond, I suppose. Is that the pond rather than a creek? I thought it was maybe a river. Anyway, that kind of thing. And me and my brother or something, I think. Me and my mate, I don't know. Two of us are there. We've got a bike against a tree. And we've got fishing rods. And that's how we're starting out. Maybe it was the weather last winter. Bitterly cold and then suddenly warm. Maybe the freezing and thawing stirred up the mud on the bottom of Miller's Pond in a way it hadn't been stirred up for years. Or maybe it was just time for it to happen. It's the first day of summer, and you and your best friend Hal are going fishing. You take your fishing poles and some fat worms and ride your bikes over to Miller's Pond. You find your favourite spot, bait your hooks, and drop in your lines. Before very long, your cork bobs and goes under. You tug on the line, but nothing happens. The hook must be caught on a rock. Hal says, I'll wade out and pull it loose. And you can see here, my pole's just wheeking past his ear, getting him a fright. He's trying to wade into the pond, and something's clearly giving a big jerk on my line, because I'm nearly falling into the pond, the way it's pulling me forward. Goodness. Anyway, Hal is in water up to his knees when your line jerks so hard that the fishing pole flies out of your hands. Like I just showed you. It's not a good sitch for him. Oh my gosh, Hal gasps. Sticking out of the water in front of him is a large greenish gold head with a fin down the middle and bulging eyes. I'm just a bit astonished because we do get a picture of this already. We get loads of pictures in these Bantam-Skylark books. I love them for these videos. They're a good time. I always have fun playing these. I really do enjoy the illustrations. It really brings it to life. Look at that thing. Anyway, the creature, and it's got capital letters for creature, which I love. That's its name now. The creature spits out your hook and rises from the pond. Its arms and legs shine with scales, and its body is covered with a green shell. Run, Hal shouts. But you saved for months to buy your fishing pole. The creature's eyes are on Hal. Should you grab the pole first and then run? And this is my first decision. What a silly one. Did I decide I'd better get away, or did I decide to grab my fishing pole? I mean, it is expensive, guys. I feel like getting away seems like the sensible option, but yeah, yes, let's just YOLO this right round. Let's just go for it. Go hell for leather, as they say. Right. Grabbing my pole. It's distracted by Hal is the thing. If I hadn't said that, I'd maybe think time was more of the essence. Oh dear. You reach for the fishing pole, but the creature is reaching for you. It grabs your wrist and pulls you into Miller's Pond. You take a deep breath before the water closes over your head. The creature drags you farther down into the water. If you don't get air soon, you'll drown. Suddenly your head is out of the water. You're pulled onto a rock ledge. Then, with a splash, the creature is gone. You're alone in a dark cave. At first you can't see anything. Then you spot something that looks like a salamander glowing in the dark. What should you do? It's giving me suggestions now. It says, these aren't actual choices, or maybe it is. Let's see. It says you could dive back into the water before the creature returns and try to swim to shore. That is the two options, I think. Or you could use the salamander as a light to explore the cave and find another way out. And that's just what it says, the options now are if you dive back into the water or if you decide to explore the cave. I don't think diving back into the water sounds that good. I'd like a look around at the cave while I'm here. I'll show you this beautiful illustration. That must be me. A little soggy bitty-o. And that beautiful little cute salamander glowing away there in the corner. I'm going to explore the cave. I'm here, I'll have a look. We're also YOLOing it, so... You decide to explore the cave. The salamander wriggles before you and darts through an opening in the wall ahead. An opening! Maybe it's the way out. You push a few rocks out of the way. You're in a smaller cave now, and it's not quite so dark. It's filled with rocks of different sizes. You put your hand on a rock to steady yourself. Only it's not a rock. It's a greenish gold head with a fin down the middle. And the rock next to it is another creature with a capital letter. I love this. This is just what they are now. They're not even just a random creature. This is their creature type, is just creature. Anyway, the cave is filled with creatures. In fact, before, I'm going to read the rest, in fact, before I show you the picture, just a sec, because there's only a little bit, right, and then it's, right. Your only chance, it says, is to make the creatures think you're one of them. Quickly you crouch down against the wall of the cave. Who knows, if you stay down here long enough, you may grow scales in a shell, and you have a feeling you'll be down here a long, long time. The end. Yeah, see, I was gonna show you the scene, but then I realised it'd give away that it was the end. You can see here, if you're watching the video, that we've got a whole cavern, and I'm like, thought I was touching a rock. It's a whole load of these guys. I mean, I don't think I like that ending. That doesn't sound, I don't want to stay down there long enough to grow scales in a shell. What am I even going to eat down there? Oh, the end. Oh, I hope you enjoyed my first full playthrough. I enjoyed it. It was fun. The Creature from Miller's Pond by Susan Saunders, illustrated by Ted Enik. A Choose Your Own Adventure book, number 12 from the Bantam-Skylark series, published in 1983, but just as much fun now as it was then, no doubt. I hope you've enjoyed my playthrough. I'm definitely doing more playthroughs of this. I usually do 4 in a set. Yeah, I'm going to make another one now, because that was a bit... And I'd like to play it again. Maybe I'll see you for that. Maybe not. There are other books as well. Loads of other books on my channel I've played through. Maybe you want to see one of them instead. Or maybe you want to do something else. No judgment here. I'm off anyway. Toodaloo.